Okay, so today we are going to talk about a very interesting topic that is called as conditional statements in Java. Means if we want to execute a logic in a, uh, with respect to certain conditions, right? So for example, what we have seen till now in Java is that whatever we write inside our main method gets executed as it is, right? Whatever we are writing, it gets executed without anything. So it follows top to bottom approach, and Java executes every line by line, the whole code, right? So let me share my screen. So for example, if I talk about this particular line, so what will happen is that it will execute all the things line by line. First of all, it will execute line number 4, 5, 6. Then it will execute 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, right? So till the end of the program, it will execute everything in the main method. That is your how your program gets executed, a normal flow. Does it make sense, guys?
Yes, sir.
Right now, what if I want to execute a statement based on a condition? Means if something is true, then only I want to execute that condition. So for example, let me just create a new class. For example, I have this line. Right? So if I'll execute this particular line of code, if I run this program, so what will happen? This particular line will be printed as it is without checking anything, right? But what if I put a condition on it that print this statement only if my condition matches? So for example, if my condition is this, what would be the output of this line? Anyone? We have seen in conditional operators.
So this is not a for loop, or so I'm not sure there will be an output.
Who's this?
Osmani.
Usmani, we have seen, right? It was giving us certain true or false, right? So we have seen if I put this particular line in a system.out.println, it will print something, right? What will be the output of this line if you talk about the exact syntax?
So it will be true.
It will be true, right?
Yes.
So what if I put this and check inside a if statement? If this particular thing is true, right, then only execute this particular line of code.
Okay.
Means I'm saying if my condition with the if statement is true, then the lines of code which are inside this if statement. When I say the statements which are inside this if statement means a closing curly brace and a opening curly brace, right? And whatever is inside this statement will be executed only if this condition is true. So for example, if I run this program, you will see this line is printed because this condition is true. Let's say this condition is false. Now, what will this return? This will return false, right? So
Yeah, it should
I run
return
this
false.
program, then you can see there is no output, means nothing is printed. So you can say line number 5 is getting executed only if there is a true from line number 4. Make sense, guys?
Yes, sir.
Right? So that you can do with variables as well. For example, I have a variable integer x is equals to 20, integer y is equals to 10, and I am saying if x is greater than y, then only print this particular line. Right? If I run this program, it will print me. Any questions? Any doubt? Anyone?
Shalin sir, can we say if not in here or no? Like if it is x is greater than y, then execute this line. If not, execute other line. Can we do like this or no?
We will come to that. Yes, we can definitely do
Okay.
that. We'll come to in a moment.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Anyone? Any questions still here? So let me simply write x is greater than y. Right? So what we are saying, if my this condition is true, then print this line. But as he asked, can we do it opposite? Like, so there is something called as else statement. So else, if this condition is not true, then then print this particular line, system dot out dot println y is greater than x. Right? So right now, if I run this program, what will happen? It will print only x is greater than y because my x is greater than y. This statement is returning me true. Make sense? But what if I reverse the values? Now this statement will return me false. Right? So it is saying y is greater than x. It is printing your else part. Anyone? Any questions? Any doubt?
No, sir, not yet.
Okay. So write a program, everyone. If there take a variable age, right? There would be a variable age in your program, right? 18, you have to print eligible for voting, right? If age is less than 18, print not eligible. Everyone got the question? If age is greater than 18, print eligible for voting. If age is less than 18, print not eligible for voting.
Okay, sir.
Let's take 5-10 minutes for this. Anyone else
I'm
would like to
stopping.
share the screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so where are you closing the if statement? After line number 5, you should close a if statement,
Yeah, right here.
right? After this line number 5.
Here, right?
Yeah. So if this block is completed, then only now you have a extra curly brace closing.
So let me run it. Yeah, not eligible because age is 16.
Perfect. Okay. Anyone else would like to share the screen? Farmaz, Zabi, Mustafa, Usman. Perfect.
Sure. Is it good?
Yeah, that's good.
Should I start sharing?
Yes, yes, yes.
Let me share my screen, sir.
Perfect. But the question was different. It was related to age.
Yeah, I missed your question, sir. So I came at the end of your question. So I just thought maybe you are asking the same thing.
Okay. No worries.
Thank you.
Okay. Now, what if I have different conditions and I want to check all those conditions and perform tasks accordingly? For example, if x is greater than y, then I want to print x is greater than y. What if I want to check if x is equals to y? Then I want to do something else, right? So there is something called as else if, right? So my else condition with a if statement. In this case, I'll check if my x is exactly equals to y. Then I'm going to print right? So what would be the output of this program? Anyone?
X is not greater than Y, and X is also not equal to Y.
So what would be the output?
So that should be X is not greater than Y. It should be Y is greater than X, then
The output should be y is greater than x.
Correct, right? What if
that's it. Yeah.
this is statement? What would be the output now?
X is
X
equal
is
to Y.
equal.
Right, what would be the output now?
Y is greater than X.
Now,
X
X
is
is
greater
greater
than y.
than Y.
perfect. So are we clear with if else statement? Right? Can we write multiple statements in a program?
Yes, we can.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So there is a rule. There is no else without a if statement, right? If can exist independently, but there is no else without if. If you're writing a else statement, there would always be a if statement, right? Make sense, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay. Now let me think of a problem statement. Take a variable time, right? If it's between 5 to 12, right? Then print good morning, right? If it is greater than 12 and less than 18, print good noon, right? If it is greater than 12, 18 and less than 21, print good evening, right? If it is greater than 24, 21, print good night. And less than 24. And if it is not between 0 to 24, print wrong time or wrong in. Are we clear with the question, everyone? Anyone, any question, doubts in question?
Sir, should we assign AM and PM in this timing?
No,
Because
no, just take a number, just take a number. There is no AM, it is 24 clock, right? 0 to 24, right? So there is no AM, PM.
okay.
Just take an integer variable.
So can I share my screen?
Sure.
Can you see my screen, sir?
If x is greater than 5, okay, go on the top and let me see. If x is greater than 5,
Let me put here 7.
give 12. Give x is 12. 12 is good
Uh,
night.
Let me put it
It is always less than equal to, not equal to less than.
less than equal, like this.
Yeah. Now what about 18?
Uh, Let me put all of them unequal. You found a tricky point there. 21. Let's try. 18.
What about 25?
25. We don't have 25.
We don't have 25. Why it is good night?
Because after 24, it turns to 1 again.
But what if user is saying 25?
Let's see. I don't know. Good night.
It's not a valid time. You have to print valid time.
How I can do that? Okay, yeah, I got it. I need to have it here, right? If X is more than 21 and X is less than 24, right?
Always put your variables on the left hand side. Never write a statement 21 is less than X. Always write a statement like X is greater than 21. It is more readable. You have done the same mistake everywhere.
Yes.
So it is logically correct, but readability of the code is reduced. Again, you are doing the same thing. 24 is greater. I'm saying always put your variables on the left hand side.
Yes.
In while you are putting anything like that, right? Double end. You have written everywhere a single end. What is your end operator?
Okay. So let's see the 25.
No, go down. There is an error. What is the error? If X is greater than 21 and X is less than, there you are putting your condition in a else statement. So you are missing
F.
Right? Now let me give you another input. What if I give 4?
Let's see. Let me think about it, sir. How can we solve this, sir?
Think.
Okay,
you can stop sharing your screen.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will find out, sir.
We'll talk about the solution sometime. Let me go through the solutions of other people first. Okay.
Okay.
And that's a great job, Mustafa.
Thank you, sir.
Very good. Anyone else would like to share the screen?
Yes, sir.
So there are syntax errors. Can you tell me what it is?
Okay, let me check.
Why there is a else if after else?
Oh, yeah, this one.
So it is if, else if, else comes at last, right? You are saying if, then else if. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, there should be else if first, right?
Yes. What are you doing? It's wrong. See, there is a red line in your code. You are trying to run your code. If there is a red line, it will never execute.
Yeah, this one.
What is the problem? Anyone would like to see what is the issue with this?
Mr. Shan, I think there was a two else. Mention it.
So line number 7, right? Line number 7. It is good morning, but there is no conditions on it.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah.
So it should have a condition.
Come again?
So there should be a condition for it.
Yes, there should be a condition, right?
Yes. Okay, I will fix it. Should I stop sharing?
Yeah, please fix it.
Okay.
Please think about it, Usmani. Anyone else? I'll share my screen again. You can go through my screen. And try to think of the solutions.
Sir, I found the solution for 4. If you want, I can share my screen.
Let's take another 5 minutes, then we will discuss the solution.
Sir, can you hear me? Am I audible?
Yeah.
Can I share my screen? I found the solution for 4 o'clock.
Yeah, tell me.
Okay.
So what you have done?
I put an else condition.
No, that's not the right solution.
No?
What is good morning again?
And so it's just different.
What if 25 again?
25.
Wrong timing, right?
It is good morning again.
Yes. So if it's more than 24 or less than 5, it's under else condition.
So who will put it?
The user will put.
So put.
For
User,
example,
no, it's developer's job. It's not a user's job.
okay.
So user can give you anything, right? For example, user will always put in a text box, he'll start typing numbers. So it should be up to a developer that he is handling all the user inputs.
Okay.
So you can stop sharing, think about it for another
Okay.
5 minutes, and then we will discuss the solution, Mustafa,
Mhm.
for
Thank
everyone
you.
else.
Can you share your screen, sir?
Sure. Okay, guys, let's discuss the solution. So I'll create a new class. Right. Let me write the question over here so that my question is simple. So there is a variable called as time. All right. So if time is greater than equals to 5 and time is less than 12, right? I have to simply say good morning, right? Else if my time is greater than 12 and time is less than 80, I have to print good morning, right? Else if my time is greater than equal to 18, my time is less than 21. Then I have to print good evening, right? Else if my time is greater than equal to 21 and time is less than 24. All right, it's good night. But in good night, I have to also consider my time starting from 0 to so 5.
Only
So one is this condition, and then there would be an or condition, or my time is greater than 0 and my time is less than 5. Then also it is good night, right? Does it make sense, guys?
It makes sense. I think most of us, the problem we had that there are for these greater than, less than, equal to, equal not to, or, and there are particular syntaxes. Let me find if I can share it for their reference. They can use it. That way it will be easy for them to
We
learn.
have discussed conditional things in the last class. Talash, you were not there, but we have discussed in detail everything.
Great, great. Yeah, blind me.
So you were not there, Talash, that day. Okay. So are we clear with the solution, everyone? Right. So if I give 25 now, let's see if my program is working fine. And let me run this program. It is printing wrong time, which is correct. Let me give 1. It is printing good night, right? So Mustafa, if you see what I've done, I have put always time on the left hand side, my variable on the left hand side, and it is giving me a better readability,
Yes, sir. Yes. Got
right?
it.
So for in your program, the logic was correct, but I was very confused that what statement you are printing. But now it's very readable for anyone.
Mhm. Yes, sir.
Is it clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, let's try this and see how that works.
Okay, sir. I'm done. Mine is fixed.
Share your screen.
Okay.
Perfect. Go down. Okay. Now, how will you know that where is an AND condition, where is a OR condition, right? So you have to segregate between your if, or, and else. Stop sharing. I'll show you in my screen. In
Okay.
line number 16, Mustafa.
Mm-hmm.
So if you see, I have put this in one bracket, right? So either my this whole condition should be true, or my this whole condition should be true, right?
Okay.
So there are brackets. How I am restricting that this whole condition should be true and part is true,
Okay, sir.
right? So if this whole part should be true or this whole part should be true.
Yeah, I got it. Why these lines are highlighted, sir? The time?
It's I think it's IntelliJ.
Okay.
Hello, sir, can I share now?
Yes, please. So if time is greater than, I think it looks good.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. So anyone else would like to share the screen?
Can I share, Shalin? Hello?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay.
So you are opening a bracket at line number 12, but you're not closing it. In line number 12. So if you, for time is greater than 0, you are opening a bracket, right? At line number 12, time is greater than equal to greater than 0, you have written, right? In line number 12, Zabi, there is a line number 12, right? There is a numbering at the left hand side of your editor, right? Now you have written on this line time is greater than 0. You're opening a bracket, but you're not closing it. Not here, not here. So how many brackets are there? There is one opening bracket, then there is a closing bracket, then there is a okay, can you give me your control?
Can I tell him? Let me tell him. Like he did not close the last else f, right? Yeah, he did, but he did not open it.
Can you give me your control, Zabi, so that I can tell you exactly where is the issue?
يعني قسمتها سيقدانية بس تكنا يكتين جد جورش.
Please give the control, Zabi. Okay, now, right? So here you are opening a bracket, right? So if I talk about else if, right? So completely remove this particular line. I'm not able to write. It's a Windows platform, right? Right? So there is this opening bracket and then it is closing over here. You are opening a bracket now here and you are closing it here. And then one opening bracket is here and you are closing it here. So you can put hover on it, click on it, then you will get which pair is this. Are we clear,
Okay,
Zabi,
thank
now?
you. Yes, clear. Thank you. Let me run it now to see.
Go down. So what you have done? Go up again. So you have written a lot of code outside your class. Now there is another bracket which is opening but not closing. Extra curly brace. Go up. Go up.
This one?
Public static void main. Okay. See, for every closing curly brace is there a opening curly brace. After else, right? So here there is no. Right? Now you can run your program.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you, Shalin. It worked.
Great. Anyone, any questions, any doubt?
There are more practice on it before we
Yes,
leave
a
it. We
lot
can
of
give us
practice.
three or four assignments
Yeah,
to
Zabir, you
play.
can stop sharing your screen. I'll share my screen and I'll give you quick assignment. And then we will wrap up today's class, right? So I'm going to give multiple questions today. Write a Java program to find maximum of 3 numbers, right? So you have to take 3 numbers, integer A, integer B, integer C. Then you have to find which is the highest number in A, B, C, right? Are we clear with the question 1?
Yes.
Right. Second question. You have to solve every question in another class. Means you have to create for every question there should be a different class. Means if I'm giving 3 questions, there should be 3 classes. Write a Java program to find if a number is negative, positive, or 0. Are we clear with the second question?
Yes, sir.
Right. So we had discussed remainder operator in one class. Do you guys remember?
Sir, can you explain this question?
Which one? So if I talk about number 12, it's a positive number. If I talk about minus 12, it's a negative number.
Okay.
Do
We
you
just
guys
need to print one line.
come again?
We just need to print one line.
Yes, if it's a positive number, print positive. If it's a negative number, print negative.
Okay.
Right. Do you remember the remainder operator we discussed earlier, guys?
We can find it from the previous lectures.
Okay, let me quickly discuss everyone. So I have this main method. Let me quickly create a class. What would be the output of this program? Anyone? Okay. What would be the output of this program?
4.5.
It's 4, right?
Yes.
Right. Let me run it quickly. Right now, if I give remainder, What does this mean? This means that what is remaining means 2 fours are 8, 1 is remaining, right? So 1 should be your answer. That's your remainder. Right? Got it? Remainder is a maths concept in division. Do we know it, guys? Remainder as a maths concept?
Yes, sir.
Guys, please speak up. So for example, I'll quickly show you. So if I have 2 divided by 9 divided by 2. So how would we solve it? 2 fours are 8, right? And then 1 is the answer, right?
Mhm.
If 3 divided by 14, right? So 3 fours are 12 and 2 is the remaining one, right? This is how we solve it in maths.
Yes.
So this 2 and this 1 is your remainder,
Okay.
right? So how to print it in Java? In Java, you have to simply use this particular symbol, right? Are we clear with it?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay. So going
Yes,
back
sir.
to the questions, now comes the questions. So write a Java program. Question number 3. Write a Java program to find if a number is even or odd. Think of a solution to this number. We have just shared the trick. How you identify a number if it is a even or a odd in normal mathematics, and then try to code it in your Java program.
Okay, sir.
All right. So these are 3 questions for everyone. Are we clear with the questions?
Yes.
All right. So I'm
Could you
putting it in
please,
chat.
could you please repeat question number 3 one more time?
Come again.
Question number 3, please explain one
So
more
for
time.
example, 5. 5 is an odd number. So you have to print odd. 8 is an even number, right? So I have to create one variable integer x, and whatever would be the x. If x is odd, print odd. If x is even, print even.
Okay, got it, sir.
Shalin, sir, you already solved it.
Yes, I have solved it, but you have to code it. Still, there's a lot of things. Don't Google it. Just try to solve it on your own.
Okay, sure, sir. Thank you.
So these are 3 questions. Once you are able to solve these 3 questions and the time problem, I think you are clear with most of the concepts in Java, which we have discussed till now. Right? Tomorrow, we are going to talk about strings in Java. We are going to cover string as a data type in detail. And we are going to discuss about switch statements in Java. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, then. Thank you, everyone. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.